Alright, good day everyone. Welcome back to Tour Moto and thank you for tuning in. And I'm actually here at home and trying to set up my home vlogging station, and it's not done yet. I'm testing it now, so I decided to film this and tell you about the accessories that I've already installed on the Tenere 700. Stay tuned. And if you're new to this channel, I'd like to invite you to subscribe and watch the last video I uploaded where I talk about the likes and dislikes about the Tenere 700. Alright, so let's get down to it. Accessories that I've installed on my Tenere 700, and these are all about protection for the bike in case of fall or drop. And the first one that I installed is the Crash Bar. So I do have a Crash Bar already installed. I did consider a lot of brands, several brands, and there's Heed, there's Outback WaterTech, YAMAHA OEM, SW Motec, and the SRC. My first choice was actually the Outback WaterTech because I did saw a lot of videos wherein they gave good feedback. There's one video that caught my attention is that they tie the bike to a pickup truck and drag the bike, and WaterTech did an amazing job protecting the T7. So that was my first choice. Unfortunately, it's not available here in the Philippines. And I'm a little bit hesitant of ordering online because it's going to come in a huge box, and I'm afraid that I might get charged double for the custom duties. So I went for the second option, which is the SRC. And the reason why I went for the SRC is because I talked to some Tenere owners here in the Philippines, and they showed me pictures of their Crash Bar after a drop or a crash. And the SRC so far was the one that gave the best protection to the bike. So I went with that. SRC Crash Bar. It's got 25mm of tubing, or 23 or 25mm of tubing, 3mm of thickness on the tubing, and it comes with the sliders. It's actually a sacrificial part wherein if you drop your bike, it will absorb the impact and adding an extra protection. And also, what's good about SRC is that it comes with base plates that you attach to your bike so that the bracket are attached to it instead of the frame itself. Also, something to mention about the Crash Bar is that it's got lateral support at the top, in the middle, and at the belly. And your bike is practically wrapped in a cage, so that's how I see it. So I'm confident that this will protect the bike in the event of crash. Hopefully, I don't get to test it, but I'm confident it's going to protect the bike. So that's the first accessory. The second one is the Knuckle Guards. The T7 comes with the hand guards made out of plastic. Good plastic though, it's ABS plastic, but what it lacks is basically a bar or a backbone that should protect your levers or your hand in case of a drop. So I saw this product online and bought it in Lazada. I'm sure it's available in Shopee and in Amazon, wherein you attach that or you install it on top of the OEM handguard. And I wasn't expecting much, to be honest, but when it came to my door and checked it, I was surprised about the quality. It's heavy, it's sturdy, and it's CNC cut, so it's really clean. And I'm confident it will protect the levers in my hand from branches when I'm riding, or also when you fall, when you drop it on the rock. So a really, really good product. And the third accessory that I installed is to protect the headlight. It's going to be an expensive replacement if you break the headlight. Putting protection only makes sense. I went for the one that looks similar to the OEM of Yamaha, but that's expensive, and this one only costs 1,000 pesos versus 6,000 pesos for the OEM. And it looks similar. What I did was when I got it, I buffed it extra and put a ceramic coating wax so that it will be really, really clear. Initially, I was scared that it might affect the performance of the headlight, but it did not really. It's like it's not there at all, so it's really good product as well. But again, only time would tell. I'm not sure if this is gonna hold up after a crash or a drop, but it only costs cheap, so I can just replace that anyway. All right, so in the fourth item that I installed is the plate for the side stand, and this one is really, really good. It's also something I wasn't expecting to be good. And when I saw it, I was surprised of the quality. It's CNC cut. It's really wide. I think it's as wide as my palm. If you see my last video where I talk about the side stand and the tendency of the side stand to sink if you park it in a soft ground, and this one's going to help prevent that from happening because it's really wide. And I've tested it on the sand, on the pebbles, and on mud, and it did make a difference compared to just not having that extra plate on your side stand. All right, and I did install a couple of more. One is to protect the master cylinder of the bike, and looks pretty good. It looks an extension of the engine cover. So I think it's a good product because it's nothing much. It's just an extra aluminum plate to cover the master cylinder of the bike so that you won't break it. There's less chance of that getting hit, but you know, you might also protect it. It's available online. It's cheap anyway, right? So added protection won't hurt. Also, I installed a protector for the ABS sensor, the same as the one that's in master cylinder. I don't think this is really important. Less likely that you're gonna hit it, but if you did, then at least you have some protection. All right, so those are the things that I've installed on the bike. A couple of more things I ordered. One is the anti-bobble head that prevents the instrument panel to shake. I'm still waiting for that. And also a bracket for me to install an auxiliary light to the bike. Oh, another thing that came to my door is this. This from FC Moto. It's actually a Kriega OS base for Tenere 700. So I can finally mount my Kriega OS adventure packs. I got two 12-liter packs, and I could get a proper saddlebags already for the bike. I'm gonna film that and show it to you. After that, it's all good. I don't think I have to add anything anymore. It's all gonna be all riding after this. So see you on the next episode. Always ride safe, everyone. Ciao.